Danny, so winning the first series, what was that like? I know you're already focused on the Grand Rapids one, but just in terms of beating Milwaukee, what was that like for you?
Yeah, it was good. It was my first pro playoff experience. It was a lot of fun. We competed hard. I thought both teams were competing hard. It was very physical out there, but it was fun to be a part of. It was great to get that win.
On paper, how much are you guys an underdog, you think, in this series?
I mean, you could say maybe a little bit, but I mean, they're obviously a really good team, but it's playoffs, pro hockey, so I think anything can happen. I think we have a lot of firepower up front, and we have some good, stable defensemen that can also create offense in the back end. So I think, it's going to be a good battle for sure.
What do they do best?
I think they score a lot of goals. I think, they have guys like Leonard, Dries, a lot of guys who can score goals. So I think just eliminating their chances is going to be best.
Yeah.
What's the biggest thing you guys take from surviving 2 elimination games in that first round as you get ready for round 2?
Yeah, I mean, I think we just battled full 60 minutes, and when we lost that first game, I think we thought we outplayed them. I thought we had a lot of shots on goal, we had a lot of puck possession. So I think just if we continue to stick to our game and do everything we can in our power to win, I think we're going to be successful.
To win 2 elimination games, you need goaltending. How confident are you in that department getting into the series?
Yeah, I think one thing about our team is we have 2 goalies who can play the number 1 spot. So I think both of them have been great for us all season, and last year's they were great for us as well.
On the topic of goaltending, Danny, can Kosa possibly outplay Matthew Murray and what he did in round 1?
Yeah, Murray was awesome for Milwaukee. He made so many great saves. I think a couple of times I think we put up 40 shots.
Yeah.
Maybe once, but I'm not sure. But yeah, he was awesome for them. Kosa is also a great goaltender, but we had a good pre-scout on him, so hopefully score some goals.
And from that perspective, what did you guys learn about patience in that first round? Because sometimes you can get antsy. I think he'd stopped something like 76 of 78 shots or whatever it was through the first 2 games. How is it important rather for your entire hockey club to have gone through that and know that it can still work out for you?
Yeah, it was good. I think good to have that experience for sure. Moving on forward, if that comes around, we'll be ready, I think. And most of the games that we win with the Moose during regular season are very tight games as well. So I think as long as we defend hard and we like those tight games, so hopefully a good round.
Ask the coach this question, so I'll ask you as well. In the room, I mean, from the outside, it looks like winning that first game is going to be important just in terms of, they haven't played since April the 19th. How about within the room, though, the players? Are you guys talking about that at all, the importance of especially winning that first one? Yeah,
I mean, it's great to win all games, obviously, but, we've had some amazing crowds at home here, so these 2 games are huge for us. It's, Grand Rapids is a tough building to go into. They always pack that rink, so these 2 games, hopefully we get a good crowd here supporting us. It'll be huge wins.
With the long layoffs for them especially, but you guys too. What's that first period, I think, look like?
Yeah, I mean, I think we're ready. They've been sitting around, so I think, the tough series we had in Milwaukee, I think, kind of prepared us for that playoff compete level. So, yeah, it was a good experience for us, and I'm sure we'll be ready.
Not a bunch of rust flying around all over the place?
Yeah, no, I don't think so. I mean, we only had 1 day off here and then right into practice, so yeah, we'll be ready.
And what can you say about the crowd? I mean, you talk about it. You've played a lot of hockey games in Winnipeg. It seemed like the playoff crowd just takes it up another level. What was it like playing on the ice in front of those fans?
Yeah, it was amazing. When we won that game too, just to see the crowd erupt and the, a little bit of jam there at the end from both teams kind of got the crowd going too. So it brings a lot of adrenaline for sure. Helps the legs when they're not there. But yeah, it's very, very good to see.
How much of the jam do you expect in this series?
It's playoffs, so I guess we'll get out there and see how they're feeling like. But we're gonna play hard. We're gonna, finish our checks and do the best we can.
Danny, normally you go, if a series has gone the distance, you're basically back at it again 48 hours later. And you mentioned, the time off that you had. You were coming off of 26 games in a 52-day span. So how important was this week to have unusual circumstances?
Yeah, it's really good, especially with it being playoffs. We kind of, had a few days without games to kind of reset. And, the guys who are battling some injuries, they could take a few days off as well. So it's great to refresh and have a new start.